Hi guys, welcome back to the Player YouTube channel, and today I'm with the very first look that we're going to get of the Volkswagen T-Cross, and this one is the entry-level S model, and it comes with a 1 litre TSI engine developing around about 95 brake horsepower. Let's take a look around this innovative new car from Volkswagen and see if it has any familiarities with any previous models, or is it an all new and all singing and dancing model that we can look forward to on the British roads. So let's take a look at what you get for the entry-level model, the Model S, as they say, £16,995. Well, you get a decent set of 17-inch alloys. You get a really nice looking car itself. I love these sort of black misted tail lights, and I love the little diffuser on the top. You get a rear wash and wipe, and to be honest, you get what is probably an all-round good second car. Right, let's check out in the boot, see what you actually get. The first thing you're going to notice before I even open it, on a lot of Volkswagens, the button for the boot is normally that. You push the logo. It's not on this one, it's underneath, which is quite sad in a way, but I suppose, you know, we've got to move on with the times. So, a pretty reasonable sized boot, 450 litres to be precise, and I'm sure that will more than double when you put both the seats down here. Over here and on the opposite side you have somewhere to hang your shopping bags, which I would have thought, if you're buying a car like this, is essential. Underneath here, well, on this particular model we have been fitted with a pump and a puncture repair kit, so, but it does have room for a full size spare wheel if you wanted to buy one. That is brilliant. There is no 12-volt adapter. It's not going to be a deal breaker, not at £16,995. However, I think, although the attention to detail is good, these plasticky bits here and the drop, so none of it is nice and flush, this is just going to be terrible in the next few months once you've owned it for a few months. And the dreaded parcel shelf. Take it out is very easy because it just unclips. But what do you do with it now? Because it doesn't even want to sit flat in here. Look, and there's nowhere to put it underneath either. Unfortunately, that needs to go in the bin, and I think manufacturers should start to take note of that. It's a waste of money. Save the money, put it in somewhere else, like give us a 12-volt adapter. That would be a lot better. So we've seen in the back, and really it's now down to how comfortable it is for the passengers. Let's get in the back and check it out for you. Well, let's check in the back here. Let's have a look. Well, first of all, you've got the obligatory isofix points either side here. It's a 60-40 split on this. I will show you because they're very, very easy to lift up and down. And once you've got that pushed back like that, it looks like a fairly comfortable place to be. Let's jump in and see what the leg room's like. It's actually very good, and the height is very good as well, and you'd expect that because it's quite a top heavy SUV. In the center here we have two USBs, and unfortunately there are no separate heating controls or any heating at all for the rear passengers. But again, I keep saying it, we're forgiving it because it is the entry model, so we need to check out if on the higher models up you get the separate heating and all the other controls and all the extra bits and pieces. Let's try the center piece. The center section, is it good enough? Well, you've got a large transmission tunnel which you've got to negotiate first, and then when you actually get your bum in position, I think I could probably get away with this, but again it's very tight and I'm not that tall. It's all right. It's got a couple of places here, and there's plenty of space in the side here to put a water bottle or your bits and pieces. I think it's actually quite comfortable, and I do like the finish on this. Let's jump in the front and see what it's like for the driver and the passenger. Here we are up front in the new T-Cross, and the first thing you're going to realise is it isn't keyless. You need a key, and you need to open the key like the good old days and put it into the actual key slot. Foot on the clutch and away we go. Up sparks that little 1 litre engine. Generally sitting here, although it's the base model, I've got to say the seats are extremely comfortable. Let's take a quick look around. Well, cubby box here, tiny. at least you've got one, and you can adjust the height of this to what height you want, which is great. It's double cup holder here, and we've got a manual handbrake, which I really love. This is a 5-speed manual gearbox. There are a couple of different variations, and we'll talk about those when we get out on the road. There's a 12-volt adapter here, and you've got a place to put your knickknacks and your mobile phones, etc. Very basic on the heating controls, so it is literally hot and cold, and manual on the blower and manual on where you want it to blow. But what more do you want from a car? All these modern sort of electronic gizmos. This is good old basic stuff. It has a good quality VW touchscreen system, infotainment system. You can link up with your phone. You've got the app connect. There's all the usual things that you do get with the VW system, which is fantastic. On the steering wheel itself, well, on the right here, you've got the menu scrolling ability here, and you've also got a voice recognition system as well, so you can program it to do commands and things. On the left, you have, yes, believe it or not, I'll get my words out in a minute, cruise control and a distance regulator as well. These are all lovely little bits and pieces. Let's get it out on the road and let's see what it runs like, because ultimately that's what we're here for. Here we are out on the road in the new VW T-Cross, and the first thing I noticed was how comfortable it is. It's a really good driving position as well, albeit a little bit high, but the seats themselves, they're the basic seats, but they're very well bolstered and extremely comfortable. Consumption, fuel consumption, economy wise, 38.9 to the gallon at the moment, but I haven't really given it a good run as yet, so that's probably a little unfair on the T-Cross in that it's not giving a true representation. If I'd had it for a few days, I could probably give you a much better reading on that, but I'm guessing in the mid-40s would be probably a safe bet if you were going to guesstimate. The car itself, well, the 5-speed manual gearbox is very nice, it's very easy to use. There are 3 different variants. There's the 5-speed, there is a 6-speed manual as well, and there is a 7-speed auto gearbox. So, and that normally comes on the bigger top end. Thank you very much, Mr. Car, just let us through. How nice is that? It's because we're in a T-Cross. Yeah, I think that's more reserved to the bigger cars that have got the slightly bigger brake horsepower as well. Let's take a look at the car. Well, you know, looking around, it is a lovely view out of the window. There's nothing obtrusive about it. There's nothing stopping. There are a couple of safety aids. You've got blind spot mirrors, and there is also a lane departure warning system as well built into this car, which is great for when you're out on the motorway. Actual driving the car, it's very much as it says on the tin, and this is what Volkswagen are really good at. They're good at producing basic good quality vehicles, especially this type of vehicle as well, so you can't really go wrong. You've been watching me, AJ the Player, on YouTube, and don't forget, it's a like, it's a subscribe, and it's a thumbs up if you really want to go for it. I look forward to seeing you next week with another car and hopefully another decent review. Thanks for watching, guys.